What's going on, guys? TTL here. Going to be going over my top 5 NBA props for today, January 4th, 2025. Had a beautiful day yesterday. Cashed this I guess 5 pick turned into a 4 pick flex. We went 3 out of 4 on that. Absolutely beautiful. Cashed that over in VIP, 200 to 450. Cashed this 2 pick on Chalkboard, 200 to 608. And we also cashed an underdog slip as well. So let's just keep on crushing it. Let's keep the groove going, keep the heat coming, and do that into today. So let's go 5-0 today, guys. As always, use code TTL when you sign up to Chalkboard, sign up to Underdog, any of these apps. Underdog specifically, you get a deposit bonus up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Go ahead and sign up, use code TTL, and not only that, you do get a free month of VIP as well. So just join the Discord, open a support ticket, and send me a screenshot. I'll get you added to VIP for a free month. And yeah, if you sign up to both, you get 2 free months. Another one, 3 free months, etc., etc. So that's how I do all my partners. And let's get into today's video. So as always, we're using shuffle.com for this little sportsbook bet. I'm taking the Buffalo Bulls at minus 208, and I'm taking the Steelers at plus 105. I have them parlayed together for a plus 203, and I'm putting $100 on it to win 303. So $203 profit. Absolutely loving this. This 2 pick on the sportsbook side of things over on Shuffle. You can use code TTL for a match up to 1,000 over there as well. Let's get into the PrizePicks picks though. PrizePicks, underdog, don't matter where you play them, they're going to be around the same lines. So let's get into it. Let me go ahead and pull up my second monitor. And let's get into it. So one of my top picks of the day is going to be Mason Plumlee, and we're going to take his under 20 PRA. Now, the reason that I'm loving this, I know that there's some people out in the Suns. I know he's been performing, getting a lot of run recently. When we look at his stats a little deeper, we're going to see the reason for this, and I'm really liking this. So right now, Beal is questionable for tonight. We don't know whether he's going to play or not. They're assuming he's not going to play with this line, is what I'm assuming. I don't know why else the line would be this high. So if Bill gets announced out, this may bump up to like 20.5, but I don't think it's going to bump very much anyways. It's already 19.5 on other sports books, other pick'em apps. Now, if he gets announced in, I feel like this is going to bump down to like 16.5, 17.5. Like I feel like it's going to be a pretty meaningful bump down. And when we take a look at this and we head over to predictiveprofits.ai, you can use code TTL50 for half off here, by the way. We can see one of the top plays, points and rebounds, PRA, Mason Plumlee. We can see the PRA right here, 20. The under hit in 86.5% of the simulation. So it ran 10,000 simulations. In 8,657 of them, Plumlee went under. And when we take a look at him and we look at his last 10 games. Now, first thing I'm looking at when I click his name, Indiana Pacers defense. Now, we can see their points, rebounds, and assists allowed. The assist allowed is ranked 16th, middle of the pack, allowing 26 assists per game. Points allowed, 22nd, allowing 117 points per game. Rebounds, 17th, allowing 53, round up, 53 rebounds per game. So they're allowing a ton of stuff. But I'm not going to go just based on that. I need to dig a little deeper. So we can see we have him projected for 12.6 PRA. So we'll round up 13 PRA, which is well under his 20 PRA. Now, I will say the way predictive profits works is if someone is questionable, it assumes that they are playing. It does not assume they are out. So this is assuming Bill is out. We think he's going to get 13. Now, Bill is in. Now, if Bill is out, he may get 16, 17, somewhere around that. But if Bill's in, we have him projected for 13. Now, when we look at his last 10, we'll go ahead and pull this up. We can see he's gone under in 9 out of 10 games. And the important part is when we hover over the chart, we can see points, rebounds, assists, field goals made, field goals attempted. He only had 2 attempts, 0 attempts, 0, 0, 3 attempts, 3 attempts, 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 0 attempts. This last game he went over, he had 6 attempts, which is his most attempts because Bill wasn't playing. But he went 6 for 6 field goals made and barely went over the line. He had 23 PRA. He had 12 points with 6 field goal attempts. So, I mean, he literally shot 100%. That's not going to happen. That's not normal. That is an outlier. So, in my eyes, I think even if Bill is playing, I mean, even if Bill is out and he's getting 5, 6 field goal attempts, I don't see him going over this line today because he's not going to be able to shoot 100% again. Typically, when he shoots 6 shots, he's going to make 2, maybe 3. He's not going to make 6. He's not going to make 5. Typically, he's making 3 or less. So that's why I'm loving Mason Plumlee today. Let's go ahead and move on to the second prop of the day. Second prop of the day is going to be Damian Lillard over 3.5 rebounds. Now, this is one I'm actually really liking versus the Trailblazers, especially with how Lillard's been playing this season. I'm loving this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So, Damian Lillard rebounds 3.5. The over cashed in 79.88% of those simulations I mentioned. When we take a look at him, we can see 4 of his last 5 games he's went over with an average of 4.6. Last 10, he's went over an 8 of 10 with an average of 4.4. And when we take a look at this, we can see projected for 4.44, so around 4, maybe 5 rebounds in this matchup. Projected hit rate almost 80%. And when the 2 games he went under, he had 2 and 3. And the Trailblazers defense, 24th in the league for least amount of rebounds allowed. So they are allowing 53.5, round up 54 rebounds per game. Now, Lillard should be able to get 5 or 6 in this matchup, in my opinion. But I am absolutely loving this. Let's lock it in. Damian Lillard over 3.5 rebounds. And let's move on to the next pick. Pick number 3. And I'm actually really liking this one. I think it's going to get taken off the board. I think this is going to become one of those props where you either have a goblin or a demon on PrizePicks and you're unable to take the original line. We're going to take D'Angelo Russell under 2.5 3 points made versus the 76ers. Now, if you didn't know, Russell switched over from the Lakers. He's on the Nets right now. But I'm loving this. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. D'Angelo Russell, 3 points made right here, 2.5. The under hit in a 76.51% rate in those simulations. When we click his name, we can see 4 of his last 5 games he's went under an average of 1.4 3 points made per game. Over his last 10, he's only went over in 2 of 10. 8 games he's went under with an average of 1.9 per game. We have him projected for 1.82. Even if we round up and project him for 2, with the line's 2.5, so he's going under. The 76ers defense is pretty tight, almost a top 10 team, right out of it, 11th in the league for least amount of 3 points allowed per game. They're allowing 13 3-pointers per game on average. I don't think Russell's going to be able to get 2, 3, 4 3-pointers this game. I think at most he's getting 3, but I have him personally projected for 1 or 2. I really don't think he's going to have the attempts up there. I don't think he's going to throw the ball up enough to make 3. He's literally gotten 0 in his last game. He got 2 the game before that, 1. Yeah, I just don't think he's going to be shooting up the 3s. Next up, pick number 4. Let me go ahead. I don't know. I don't like that they added the hourglass up here, by the way. It's just weird. Feels weird. Next up, we're going to do, let's go with Colin Sexton over 15.5 points. Now, this one's always scary because it is the most popular play on PrizePicks, and you guys know how that works out sometimes. Sometimes they get a call at halftime, but 35,000 people have already taken this. I'm loving it. I'm going to take it. Colin Sexton over 15.5 points. Let's search him up. 15.5 points, 70.06% hit rate. When we take a look at it, we can see he's cashed in 5 straight games. That's why he's the most popular play of the day. That's all people look at. But 5 of his last 5, he's averaging 22 over his last 5. Last 10, he's hitting 7 of 10, and they were all straight in a row as well. An average of 19.4 points over his last 10. We have him projected for 18.5 points in this matchup, even though the Miami Heat defense is pretty tight. 7th in the league for least amount of points allowed, allowing 109.3 per game. Nothing else really to say. He's hit it in 7 straight games. We have him projected for 18.5. We have him projected for a 70% projected hit rate. And he's the most popular play. It's kind of just, I'm going to take Colin Sexton in this scenario. So let's go ahead and lock him over 15.5 points and move on to our 5th and final prop of the day, which is going to be Brook Lopez over 14.5 points and rebounds versus Portland. So I'm loving this again versus the Trailblazers. Brook Lopez, 14.5 PR, 68.05% projected hit rate. He's hit it in 4 of his last 5 with an average of 22. He's hit it in 8 of his last 10 with an average of 19.5. We have him projected for 18 today with that 68% projected hit rate. Portland Trailblazers defense is absolutely terrible. 23rd in the league for points allowed, 24th for rebounds allowed. They're going to allow a ton of both of those things. I don't think we're going to have any issue with Brook Lopez today. Go ahead and sign up to Predictive Profits, guys. I use this tool every single day. It helps my research a ton. We went 6-2 on the props list yesterday in VIP, so you feel free to sign up to that as well. But Predictive Profits is just going to keep growing, and I'm very excited for the future. So use code TTL50, get 50% off, and I'll see you guys in the next video.